multiple serials, interpreting foreign films, and failing at being a Christian. All next on this delayed episode of MK Eats.
MK Eats, MK Eats, it's a podcast about eating food
in Milwaukee.
MK Eats, MK Eats, MK Eats.
I love Chinese food. You know that it's true. I love fried rice, I love noodles, I love chow mein, mein. Now that is the chorus to the absolute worst fucking song I have ever had the misfortune of not unhearing. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't disagree with the lyrics. I do love Chinese food, and that's actually where we're going today in this episode of MK Eats. Suggy Suggit and MPTV's very own Adam Lilly will join me at a place called Asian Fusion, which can be described as a fusion of Oriental cuisines. Join us as we try their food, and then forget to talk about it. Alright, so this is a little bit new for us. Far out of our... No, it's not far out of our comfort zone. Adam and Andrew, where are we?
I don't even know the name of this place.
It's called Asian Fusion.
Oh, it's called Asian Fusion. Okay.
Someone paid attention here when we were walking in.
I know it's next to a 7-Eleven.
I'm the one who looked it up on Yelp, so
Yeah.
I should know the name.
Alright, so since you're so aware of our surroundings, how would you describe this place?
It's definitely a restaurant.
Modern. I feel like I've seen these wall dressings at Bed Bath & Beyond.
It's nice. It's cozy.
It looks like it's a newer establishment. Tables and chairs are contemporary. A lot of paintings on the walls of flowers.
Well, the wall I'm looking at is fake stone.
Oh yeah, that's fake.
Had to tap it to make sure. That is definitely not real. Can you imagine how heavy that wall would be if that was really like layered brick?
Yeah, it'd be pretty heavy.
Yeah. What kind of restaurant is this?
It's Asian Fusion.
Asian Fusion. That's kind of being very broad. What would you think?
It's Chinese food.
Chinese food. Okay,
But
Chinese
fused.
food.
But fused. Yeah.
Fused. So, how would you describe your experiences with Chinese food?
I guess underwhelming would be the word to go with. There's this place that everything compares to this place. It's called Green Tea. It's in Stevens Point. It is. I eat there about once a year, and it's the best. I'm not. This sounds like stupid, but it is the best like overall food I've ever had, and it's a Chinese restaurant. I don't know what they do. Everything is so fresh and so well prepared there.
No, you know what it is? MSG. Extra MSG. It's just they
It doesn't taste like that.
They just have they just have one of those like the backpack sprayers like you see the lawn care guys. They just have one of those and they just the whole restaurant.
But on the outside looking in, that place looks like just like a hole in the wall, just like your average Chinese restaurant. But everything in comparison to that is very underwhelming as regarding Chinese food. So I still like it though overall.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't eat a ton of Chinese food. When I do get it, I get it like delivered usually late at night when I'm just really lazy and I don't feel like cooking anything. And it's always, the standard white Chinese takeout box that you see on every sitcom. There's always somebody eating one.
One shows the interior of a crappy apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what they always do in those sitcoms? Like they always have someone over and that person goes to the fridge and they smell it. They smell the white container.
Yeah.
When did you get this? Or what is this?
Without being invited to open the fridge and look, I've never walked in anybody's place and just opened the fridge and look in, but I've had it happen to me several times. When people come to my apartment and they just go in my fridge, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that's mine. Are you putting something into it? If you're going to put something into it, that's fine.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't eat something out of the fridge. I might grab a water or soda or whatever, but I certainly wouldn't say, hey, are you going to eat this leftover food?
Right.
Is that a thing that people do? Like just walk into your place and...
My door's locked all the time. No one could.
No, I mean... I'm talking about these sitcoms, one of the other characters comes over and just goes to the fridge.
Kramer.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about...
George does it, and so does Elaine. They all do it to Jerry. They all go to Jerry's place, and they always go in his fridge. Also, no man his age should have that many types of cereal. You should just have the one cereal that you like, and that's the cereal you have.
I've usually got 3 different types. I like my bland cereal, so something like a Rice Krispie or something. And then I like my semi-sweet cereal, maybe like a Raisin Bran. No, I would Kix like bland. But then I always have my super like fruity, like sugary cereal.
And do you eat that when you're upset?
No, I really don't eat it that much actually.
So, we just got our food.
Well, Adam just got his.
Well, Adam got his food. That is a nice looking rice bowl.
Yeah. Upon first glance at this food, it looks really nice. Really good stuff.
It does look like the picture on the menu.
Everything is steaming too, so that means it's fresh.
Well, what is this that you got?
I got the Mongolian beef with the 2 egg roll appetizer.
Okay. Yes. You know, kind of going back to the whole sitcom thing, they also got 2 TVs in here. And they look to be like...
They're LGs, if you want to get specific.
Well, the TVs are, but I'm talking about the content on the TVs. It looks like an Oriental action movie that they're on. It looks like this guy's climbing on an elevator from the outside, and now he's getting into a fight.
Action movies from overseas are usually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah. So are horror movies. Action movies and horror movies. Those are the 2 that you gotta watch.
Right.
And you can tell it's good. Well, we were trying to figure out what genre this was earlier. We were thinking it was like a crime thriller of some kind. I would believe that. These guys
It's definitely a crime thriller.
Yeah, these guys are shooting at each other in an elevator shaft.
And, looks like the elevator's about to break.
Yep, this dude's about to, this elevator's about to break, and this guy's going to get crushed underneath it. Well, he'll escape at the last second. I'm calling it right now.
Have you seen this movie?
No, I have no idea what this is.
You know, speaking of which, I haven't heard anything about Jackie Chan lately, have you?
I follow him on social media.
Oh, yeah?
He posts pictures hanging out with, like, pandas and stuff.
Oh, really? Like, I mean, you think that he'd be in, like, a movie or something once in a while, or is he retired?
Or maybe he's just not making any American movies right now.
Supposedly.
It's possible.
Yeah.
How's your egg roll?
That's a really good egg roll.
Oh, yeah?
Every time I go out to eat at a Chinese restaurant, I always get an egg roll.
Is that your, like...
That's my litmus
That's
test.
your litmus test, is how good is the egg roll?
Well, you see, I don't get Chinese food too often, but I always go to Aldi's, no, not Aldi's, Pick and Save and get 10 of those lean cuisines for $10, and I always get sesame chicken, General Tso's chicken, orange chicken.
You just run down the gambit, just go from top to bottom shelf and just go, all right, which one of these is Chinese fusion food?
Chinese food from lean cuisine is actually pretty good. It's enough to like hold me through my shift at work. It's not like I need more, I need more, I need more. It actually fills me up, which is kind of odd.
Well, that's not the running joke with Chinese food. It's just going to be hungry 10 minutes later. That's very true, by the way.
That's usually Mexican food, because Mexican food, that takes forever for it to fill me up.
Really?
Right here? Thank you.
That's slightly different than I've experienced.
Really?
Yeah.
It's always because like whenever I go to Taco Bell, I would always have to get a 12-pack in order to legit fill me up.
Well, once again, Ben, you're describing Taco Bell as Mexican food. I guess it is.
Well, why do you think their motto was "Run for the border" for a long time?
I wonder why they got rid of that.
No, it was.
You wonder why they got rid of that?
Yeah.
I wonder why they got rid of that also.
So anyway, my food just came here, and I got the General Tso's chicken, which is spelled T-S-O. So it's Zao, So,
Andrew's the man
Tao's, and Andrew just walked over to another table and got us some siracha.
Oh no, you're going to want the soy sauce. Well, I always use soy sauce in my rice.
But anyway, I got the General Tso's chicken. It's also fresh because it's still steamy.
This is the smallest bottle of sriracha I've ever seen.
I just got into sriracha recently, and now I can't stop putting it on everything.
Oh, I know, it's a problem.
I originally got it for doing a recipe to make lettuce wraps, but now I'm putting it on my hot dogs, I'm putting it on my sandwiches, I'm putting it on my cereal. It's
Captain Crunch and sriracha.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it is. I like this stuff. I use it on, like I said, pretty much everything. I have to the point where I bought a bottle of sriracha ketchup at Aldi.
What's that?
It's just ketchup mixed with sriracha.
Okay.
And I thought about it.
What's that? Sriracha ketchup?
It's ketchup mixed with sriracha. I don't know. I thought about it after, so now I have a bottle of regular ketchup, and I have a bottle of sriracha ketchup, and I have a bottle of sriracha in my fridge.
Sounds like a waste of space.
I was thinking about it, like, why did I do that? Like, I could just mix the sriracha and the ketchup myself.
That's a good point.
So needless to say, the sriracha ketchup has been sitting.
But you are a lazy guy.
Yeah, has been
With
sitting.
disposable income.
I don't have that much disposable income.
Well, you have enough to buy
Sriracha ketchup and regular ketchup.
and sriracha.
And sriracha. Yeah, but I bought it Aldi. It's not that expensive.
Oh yeah, look, is it like a hole in the wall kind of company that just makes that, or
Nope, it's cock sauce.
Oh really?
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I was watching a documentary about sriracha. There is one that exists. It's actually pretty interesting.
There's a documentary about everything.
The guy who founded the company that makes this sriracha company, he was a refugee from Vietnam.
Yep.
And he named the company, which is Huy Fong Foods Inc. He named the company after the boat he came to America on.
Really?
So it was, yeah.
That is interesting.
All right. Andrew, what did you get?
I got a pork chop over rice. And it appears to be almost, I think this is sweet and sour sauce. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was going to
Oh
say.
yeah, that sweet and sour sauce, that's awesome.
So how you liking it?
This was a good idea.
Yeah, this is a... All right, I'm eating my General Tso's chicken, so keep in mind I'm comparing this General Tso's chicken
To lean cuisine.
to lean cuisine that I buy constantly, so... Yeah, it looks good. It tastes good, too.
Can I trade you some beef for some chicken?
Absolutely. We're going to trade now a little bit. Oops, and I got some on the table, so...
I just noticed we have pork, chicken, and beef. Got all three.
There we go.
Soy up the rice a little bit here.
That General Tso's is really good.
Yeah, it's definitely fresh, so of course it's going to be better than lean cuisine. The sweet and sour sauce is good. I was expecting it to be a little bit more hotter, but you know what? That's probably just for my own good, because I made chowder this morning and I just downed it all without realizing that it was going to burn my tongue in an hour.
Chowder.
Yeah, chowder, say it right. But how's your food, Andrew?
This is probably my new favorite sweet and sour sauce. Stuff is amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. The pork's tender. It's juicy. It has a lot of pork flavor. I'm going to go for the rice now. I love sticky rice, by the way.
Can you do rice wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can
Because when you make rice, you have to put like double the water in it. Than
well, it
you put
depends.
in.
Like if you use like minute rice, it's 1-to-1. But if you use, I buy like regular rice that kind of takes 15 minutes to cook.
Yeah. Do you have a rice cooker?
No, just doing a pot.
Yeah.
And that requires double the water. The only reason I buy that is a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Another trick I learned is if you make rice like that, I don't know if it works with minute rice. If you have not a colander per se, but like a small strainer of some kind, take the rice, and you should do this with potatoes too. Run it under water in the strainer first before you actually cook it, because what you're trying to do is get some of the starch off of it.
Okay.
It actually cooks up a little nicer that way.
Really? How about you, Adam? How's your beef?
This is pretty excellent.
Yeah, big shout out to Adam for finding this place.
Yeah.
With
He
this-
actually used yellow. Yeah.
Not to mention, I just picked up this giant lettuce leaf.
I think it's decoration, Ben.
Well, I mean, it's edible. So.
No, I mean, it's still.
Soggy as fuck.
Yeah, so speaking in that case, then yeah, the presentation of this food is really good. They got you this nice, like, square white plate.
Mine's rectangular.
It's very. I mean, it's not just a plate. It's like this is meant to be like art plate. Like this, the
It's
edges.
very modern design.
The edges are raised up a little bit, but it definitely keeps the soy sauce from spilling on the table. So I'll give it that.
Yeah, art plate.
Yep.
Hashtag art plate.
Yeah, art plate. That's very important in judging places nowadays.
I like how you also get. Well, Ben and I got it, but Adam did it. 3 pieces of broccoli.
Yep.
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, you got lettuce, and then you got.
Well, you had other veg in there.
Yeah.
Well, those look like like snap peas, probably.
How's the soy sauce on your rice?
Soy sauce. It's what is it? Kikkoman? Yeah, it's just Kikkoman soy sauce. It's the same stuff you can buy wherever.
I'll put some of this. Oh
I'm not
man,
sure what that other sauce is.
this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll find out. This looks like
Might be like,
Looks like a soy sauce.
let's see, it's got a
no, it's like a sesame sauce.
it's like a sesame sauce. It's got sesames on it, so I'm gonna put some of it on my rice to see how it is. What's going on in the action movie?
There's a
Establishing
towel.
shot.
Yep.
Very weird establishing shot. A guy that looks like Geddy Lee on the phone.
He does look like Geddy Lee.
It says, and they got subtitles, but it's all in, I believe, Japanese or Chinese, and the guy just said penthouse.
How do you know it's in penthouse?
It was in English subtitles for some reason.
Yeah, every now and then there'll be an English word in there because there's just no direct translation for some words.
Not sure how to describe this. Oh no, it's got a spicy aftertaste. This stuff here,
It's probably, is it like vinegary?
kind of.
Oh, it's got like chili. Well, those are chilies. The black things.
This is a chili. This is a chili sauce. I like spicy, so I like this.
Yeah.
But yes, this is overall really good. Oh, I do like this chili aftertaste. Actually, I'd recommend this chili sauce.
They do pick up orders here too, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up eating here.
Again,
I wonder if in this video, this movie that's on, there's like a good-looking regular guy, and he's got like a schlubby fat dude next to him. Is he supposed to be like comic relief?
What's that one movie with Will Ferrell? With they're cops, but they're like
The other guys?
yeah, the other guys. That's what that looks like.
With was it Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, with Marky Mark.
But not the Funky Bunch.
Yeah, he gets pissed off if you bring that up to him for some reason.
There's a guy who comes on to Doug Loves Movies that comes on as Mark Wahlberg.
really?
It's a podcast, you never see him. But he just talks. He talks like Mark Wahlberg. Just answers all the questions.
Here, let me try some of this beef that Adam gave me.
As Mark Wahlberg.
This beef is really good. It's really juicy,
Really.
and I like the pepper aftertaste on it.
That's something I want to add too. Like it's a good level of heat to my food. Not too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still a white guy, so I can't really handle too spicy things. But I do like spicy also. A good amount of heat.
Yep. Yeah, but I would recommend that chili stuff though.
Like I know people that when we go to get wings,
Yeah.
they won't go anything above like Parmesan garlic is like the spiciest thing they'll get.
Really?
It's no fun.
Like how would you rank this? Like Wingstop or off BW3s?
Well, I mean any of them. I know people that just like if we go somewhere to get wings, they will not get anything spicier than like honey barbecue or like Parmesan garlic, which is neither of those are spicy on any level to me. Like they won't even get like mild. This is weird.
Action sequence again in the movie.
Got like a SWAT team in this or something.
Oh, that guy just looked like Matthew Broderick.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a guy that looks like Matthew Broderick. And blood just came out of the one guy's gun. That's interesting. Wow.
This guy's a hero.
Yep. Special effects. Slow motion dive. Shotgun.
Wow. What's this kind of like it's kind of like Die Hard.
Yeah, it does have a very Die-Hard feel.
I've never seen. Is Die Hard the one with who was that politician? Fred Thompson.
Jesse Ventura.
No.
Fred Thompson was in one of them.
Who's
Who
Fred
the hell's
Thompson?
Frank Townsend? I don't know.
He was. I think he was up against. He was in the primary race going up against Obama that first time.
I have no idea who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't have any clue.
I feel like I don't. I feel like either you're remembering it wrong or I really didn't pay attention to that election.
Did you?
Maybe Obama just crushed him that badly.
I might have paid a little bit of attention.
Anyway, back to the plates. I mentioning how the corners are inched up a little bit. It kind of draws the sweet and sour sauce back to the middle, so it's not all over the place. Ever thought of that?
Yeah.
It's got a function. It's nice. So it's practical art, is how I would describe the plates.
It's practically art. It's practically art.
And I really do like this rice. Even though it's just plain white rice, put all the good stuff on there.
Sticky rice.
I'm probably not going to put the sriracha on it. I'm trying to find as much use for my sriracha as possible.
Mix it with your milk like it's a chocolate milk mix.
That sounds like a very bad idea.
No, I heard that's good, isn't it?
Well, you gotta figure, what are you supposed to drink to get rid of like burning, like a burning sensation in your mouth?
Lemonade?
Milk.
Milk?
You always see like that shit in like candy aisle. It's like chocolate chili. Like why?
Oh, or chocolate sodas. You ever heard of those? I've seen that at Woodman's. It's actually really gross.
I mean, Yoo-hoo?
No, chocolate soda.
Yoo-hoo's like...
Yoo-hoo.
Well, is Yoo-hoo carbonated?
I don't think so.
I've had a Yoo-hoo in a long time.
No, it's not.
So, it wouldn't be like a soda. It'd be like chocolate juice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think of it as like a cool.
What
Very accurate way to put it.
What even is a Yoo-hoo? Chocolate juice.
It's just like, what is Sunny D? It's not orange juice. It's an orange drink.
Yep, he's comic relief.
Interpreting the movie again.
This guy looks like the Nick Frost of
That's what it is. He's been, I was gonna say he's like the
Chinese action movie.
Ooh.
he's like the Paul Blart.
He's definitely comic relief because he just pulled glass out of his backside.
Butt, Ben. Right out of his butt.
His rear. Oh yeah. That's a good sign, people.
Isn't that like a sign of respect or something?
What?
When you burp after a meal?
It should be.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know if it is, but it should be.
Yeah, that might have just been me half paying attention.
Also depends. I think it depends on the culture. Kind of goofy, but that's not my way. But it's the way it works. Well, the thing about getting stuff drilled into you in Middle Eastern countries is like you can, or here's one, Singapore.
Very strict government.
No chewing gum in public. That's where that guy got like whipped or caned.
Yeah, back in 1994, this guy from St. Louis, this kid from St. Louis, he was vandalizing a bunch of cars, and then he got caught, and he was punished by being flogged 5 times. And for some reason, that was a big media outrage.
Well, because we don't do punishment like that here.
What is flogging?
It's being whipped, I think, with one of those blackjack things, you know, that cops sometimes carry around.
I always thought it was maybe it just got appropriated to be a different meaning, but I always thought when I heard flogging, it was it was just getting beat really bad, like physically beaten.
No, it's like imagine like when you were misbehaving as a kid, your dad would beat you with a 2x4.
Yes, with a 2x4.
That's what my dad did.
He beat you with a 2x4?
Well, I never got in trouble. You see, that's the key word.
My mom said that it was one of those you'd have to. It was either a belt or I guess you call it a switch, basically a stick from the yard. You gotta go get your own stick.
Yeah, pick the stick. What you want to get whipped with.
Yep.
That's because then you just find the weakest twig.
Oh no, they'll send you back out to get a bigger stick if the stick's not big enough.
Is that how you were punished?
No, I was just banned from anything fun. I always thought that was interesting though. Go to your room. Well, my stuff's in my room.
The only time I was ever like punished was when I was in first grade. There was this cutting stuff, like paper and stuff, like scissors. This one kid puts his hand on like my paper or something. I don't know if he wanted me to like trace his hand or something, and my scissors like cut him. And then he cried to the teacher saying that I stabbed him with his scissors.
Okay.
And it was one of those safety scissors too. But naturally, the school freaked out. They called my dad, and I got sent home. And he sent me to my room,
Which is where all your stuff is.
which is where all my stuff is.
So not only did you not have to continue school, you got to go home and play with your toys.
Exactly. Although, like, I asked him,
Ben, you should stab more people in high school.
this wasn't high school. This was this is first grade.
I just picture this happening to you in like 11th grade or
If
something.
this happened in high school, I probably would have had to see like a psychologist or something.
Well, I went to a Catholic school.
Did they beat you with rulers?
Never beaten, but I threatened for sure. Yeah, well, I had nuns for teachers a couple of years, and yeah, they were not shy about walking around with a ruler, slapping it on your desk and stuff. It happened.
What about you, Adam? You ever been grounded?
Well, he's grounded right now. His parents think he's at work.
I went to Catholic school also, but we only had one nun, and she was a Spanish teacher.
Huh.
She never really like threatened to hit us or anything, but
I remember one time we had a very small school library, like tiny. It was like the size. It's like the size of some people's walk-in closets. This is a small school, but anyways, they had tables that kind of had like a kind of not too dissimilar from like the top of this table. It's like you could tell it's a fake wood, like a mirror, or what is it? It's like a fake wood thing stuck on top of like a lesser quality cut of wood, just so it looks fancy. Anyways, somebody had taken a pencil eraser, and if you like scrub a pencil eraser across certain surfaces, you see like a little word left behind in the right angle. Somebody had gone and written Andy on the middle of the table, and they immediately just assumed it was me, because why wouldn't they? It wasn't me. One, it was in the library. I wasn't in the library, but I still got. I didn't get punished for it, but they called my parents and said that we can't prove it was him, but we're pretty sure he did it. And I'm just like, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. And even if it was me, you know, they were like, it's vandalism. I'm like, take some pledge and just wipe over the top of it, and it's fixed.
I feel like I've heard the same exact story from so many people. Of the school is doing this.
Just the school is overreacting over everything.
And they just single out one kid.
And remember, this was in the 80s when like you could get away with like anything in school. There was no like, there weren't like school shootings, and there weren't like, you didn't hear about like sexed up teachers banging their students after class and stuff. It was probably happening.
That was in the good old 90s.
It was probably happening. It just wasn't reported. We had to go to church every Wednesday. So I went every Sunday with my parents, and I had to go every Wednesday morning too. And
It turned out just fine.
I spent the entire time paying absolutely no attention to what was happening. I memorized like all of the outlines of all of the different like Art Deco whatever junk on the walls.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And like the statues and stuff. I memorized like their poses and like the stuff they were holding and things. And I didn't listen to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was annoying. We got graded. Did you get graded like religion? We got a religion grade.
Oh yeah, I got a religion grade.
Which is one of the dumbest things. Like, how do you? Are they rating you as like a Catholic? Like, well, you're a B- Catholic. Like, what does that mean?
For us, it was just turn in your stuff and you got an A. It was like no one. You only got a bad grade if you didn't turn anything.
Yeah.
We had I don't know if I told the story on I think I told this on one of my other friends' podcasts. But it's just a funny story. It makes me laugh looking back on it, even though it's real shitty. So we had the school was attached, not physically, but the church was like right next door to the school. And the priest of the church kind of was in charge of some stuff at the school too. And what he would do is we had this priest that would come over when the report cards came out. And what you would do is you'd have to go stand in front of the entire class while the priest, he didn't read your grades out loud, but he would comment out loud to you as he was reading your grades what he thought about it. And I'll never forget this one time I was getting in math like a B-, and in religion I was getting like an A-. And I still don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what an A- religion grade is. And
You were a good little Christian.
no, I just, like Adam said, I turned my stuff in for that class. Plus, we didn't really have homework for that. It was mostly just like, it was like quizzes about Bible stories and stuff. It was really lame. Anyways, he commented on it that he's like, I'd like to see you get that math score up a little bit, but you really need to work on this religion score. I'm like, I'm getting a higher grade in religion than I am in math right now, dude. Which one of these is going to be more important as an extended life skill? I mean,
he definitely would have said religion.
Yeah, if he was reading like out of his big book of religion, whatever it was that they have in the church, and if he had to like cough, because the priest does the thing where they hold their hands out, and they're saying stuff, and he would like cough, and he would just like cough directly onto you without covering his mouth or turning his head away. And this dude was a pipe smoker, and so his breath was bad just in the first place. I'm like, this guy isn't like, what is this sucks. Like, why is this guy such a jerk? That's just like some basic human interaction skills that you're not doing, dude.
So, with you guys and all your studies on religion, I went to a public school, so I didn't have to deal with that. But when I was in about maybe middle school, my dad obliged to put me into catechism.
Oh yeah.
My family's not religious, but my dad was the son of a Lutheran minister, so it's like, okay, I'll do it for dad. What catechism is basically, it's classes you take so you can go up to the altar and receive a cracker and some wine.
If you're
confirmation. No, that's Eucharist.
It's the same thing.
Well, it's different for like Lutherans and Catholics and Protestants. Everybody's got kind of it's the same crap, just slightly differently interpreted. It's all ridiculous. But no, because you had to do. There were people that went to the same church as us that had kids that were the same age as me, but they didn't go to the school. They went to a public school or something. And so they had to do that. They had to come to like once a week. They had to come like you have to come to the school for a religion class, essentially, in order to get the approval to go eat the cracker and drink the really terrible church wine. Is terrible.
Really?
It's very bad.
Mine is just white Zinfandel.
The minister at the church that I used to go to, I think he makes his own wine, and it actually is pretty decent.
So he's a vintner. Or a vicar.
Whatever you want.
I don't know what these things are called.
Whatever you want to call it, but what really kind of made me uncomfortable was that I was 12 at the time, and all the other kids in my class were like 8, 9. They had them start out like really early in those catechism classes, and my parents waited until I was 12, 13 to take it, and here I am in a class with all these 8-year-olds, and it felt uncomfortable. I think in my last year of confirmation, I was already driving.
I would love to have seen this.
Like all these kids, they're all like waiting outside for their parents, and here I am, and hopping into my car. It's like, goodbye.
Did they ask you to buy them cigarettes?
If they asked me, I would have bought them some.
Just for having the balls to ask.
Yeah. Anyway, so
5 out of 5 would recommend. I'm happy with my pork dinner.
yeah,
It's really good. The sausage.
5 out of 5 of what?
Fish tacos from the movie I Love You, Man.
I would say,
I can get on board with that rating system for sure.
how about 11 out of 5? Let's see. People getting guns shoved in their mouth, because that's what I see on TV. It was really good. I liked it. I thought it was really well done. It was fresh. It's definitely way better than the General's House chicken that I'm used to.
Lean cuisine.
Well, no, I mean I've had it at other places too, but this is really good. I like the.
Yeah.
I like the
It's supposed to
spice.
work too.
I know. I like the spices in
It's
it.
supposed to work too, so I know I'll be coming back here.
I'll definitely be coming back here. I was very impressed and very happy.
Cool.
I just noticed Ben's wearing a Bob Ross shirt. I don't know why I didn't catch that earlier.
Anyway, that's all for today.
Bye.
Moist.
Now it has come to my attention that I neglected to ask Adam for his rating of his meal. So I did what any civilized human being does and text him at 2 in the morning what his thoughts were. Now, this is the response I got. This is a direct quote that says,
6 out of 11 thumbtacks. Fuck you, Ben.
so yeah, that's his opinion. Anyway, 1609 East North Avenue in Milwaukee is the place to be if you want to embark on this great food that they have here. Now, I'm gonna go the fuck to sleep. Until next time, this was MK Eats.